Attention Barça fans, a bombshell, some news that shakes the Bernabeu and leaves Madridistas searching for tissues in every corner. Nico Williams, the Basque dagger, the winger who destroys defenses as if they were made of cardboard, is officially part of FC Barcelona. Yes, gentlemen, Barcelona has pulled off the deal of the century, leaving Real Madrid speechless and Florentino Perez looking at his bank account with a dramatic expression. Today on Barça Without Limits, I bring you all the details of this masterful operation, how Madridismo is in shock, and why this transfer is a direct missile to the White Hart. Hold on tight, because this is pure Blaugrana fire. If you're a true Barça fan, one of those who shout, Visca el Barça, until you lose your voice and laugh at the tears of Tomás Roncero, subscribe now, like, and hit the bell, because this channel is your sanctuary of Cule drama. Let's get to the point. Nico Williams, 22 years old, with the speed of a Ferrari, a dribble that makes even a lighthouse dizzy, and an audacity that makes defenders like Rudiger ask for a substitution before the 10th minute. This guy is pure gold, a diamond that athletic club cherished as if he were the last glass of chocolate in Bilbao. But do you know what? Barcelona, with Deco at the wheel and Laporta setting the soundtrack, arrived like a hurricane and took him for his release clause of €58 million. 58 million, a bargain, a steal, an armed robbery in the transfer market. While Madrid was spending fortunes on Mbappé to lose in the classics, we signed Nico for what Florentino spends on 2 dinners with the referees. The operation was a drama worthy of HBO. A few weeks ago, Madridismo was strutting around with Edu Aguirre shouting on the show that Nico was the future of Madrid. Haha, Edu, my friend, where is that future? In the drawer of your broken dreams? Because Nico, according to Mundo Deportivo, told his agent, I want to be a Cule, I want to play with LAMINE Yamal, I want to learn from Hansi Flick. Meeting in Barcelona, coffee with Deco, and the guy signing his eternal love for Barça. Take that, Madridistas. That's what happens when you try to steal a Cule's toy. You end up empty-handed and looking like a meme. Imagine the scene in the AS newsroom, Tomás Roncero with his mane in the wind, tearing his hair out and shouting, It's a Catalan conspiracy, Laporta has mortgaged the Camp Nou. Poor Tomás, he must be writing an editorial titled, Nico Williams Betrays Madridismo, as if Nico had ever looked at Madrid with heart eyes. The guy is smart, he knows that at the Bernabeu, there's only room for Vinicius tears and the whistles that the bar offers. At Barcelona, Nico is going to fly, he's going to destroy the left flank and leave Carvajal asking for a respirator in every classic. And speaking of classics, do you remember the 4-3 at Montjuic, that epic match where Barcelona came back from 0-2 and left Madrid trembling like flans? Well, now add Nico Williams, LAMINE Yamal, Rafinha, and PEDRI. It's a nightmare for Ancelotti. This man is going to need a defibrillator before every match against us. Nico, with his speed, is going to make the white defense look like a group of retirees playing Muse, and when he scores at the Bernabeu, I can already imagine him running towards the stands, making Raul's gesture but in reverse. Shut up, Madridistas, because here, Barcelona is in charge. But wait, because things get even juicier. Do you know who is the most burned by this? The Twitter ultras, those Madridistas who live to Photoshop Mbappé with a Ballon d'Or on X. The Madridista accounts are in meltdown mode. One wrote, Nico to Barcelona, impossible, Madrid had him tied up. Sure, tied up in your fanfics, buddy. Another put, Barcelona has no money, it's a setup. Ha ha ha, no money. Look how Laporta waved his magic wand and paid the clause without flinching, while Florentino checks the accounts to see if he has enough to sign a fullback who isn't a joke. And it's not just the fans who are in shock, the Madridista pundits are on the verge of a heart attack, and on the show yesterday, I saw PEDRI trying to calm an Edu Aguirre who seemed about to flip the table. It's a scandal, Nico was ours. Edu shouted. Man, Edu, the only thing you own is the collection of referee excuses. And then there was Roncero with that Greek tragedy face saying, Madridismo is hurt, but we will resurrect. You will resurrect, Tomás? If you continue like this, the only thing that will resurrect is in the Europa League. Let's talk about what Nico means for Barcelona. This transfer is not just another player, it's a message to the world. FC Barcelona is back and hungrier than ever. Hansi Flick, the German genius, is already rubbing his hands. Nico fits like a glove into his 4-3-3. Imagine Nico on the left, LAMINE on the right, and Lewandowski waiting in the box to finish off the crosses. It's a trident that strikes fear. And the best part is that Nico doesn't just bring talent, he brings character. This guy doesn't back down, his legs don't tremble in big games. He's one of those who looks Vinicius in the eye and tells him, "Kid, here, I'm the one who dances." Moreover, Nico is a strategic signing. At 22, he's a long-term investment. While Madrid signs 30-somethings to fill the bench, Barcelona is building a young, fresh team with a winning DNA. Nico and LAMINE are going to be the new Messi and Neymar, but with more grit and less posing. And beware, this is not just a blow to Madrid, it's a warning to all of Europe. PSG, City, Bayern, all will tremble when they see this Barcelona in the Champions League. Because yes, Cules, this year we're going for the big ears and Nico is going to be one of the keys. Now, let's talk about the context. Why does this transfer hurt Madridismo so much? Because they believed Nico was theirs for months. Marca and AS were publishing headlines like, "Nico, Madrid's target," or "Florentino dreams of Nico." Ha ha ha, such short dreams, Florentino. According to X, Madrid had contacted Nico's entourage, but the guy left them on red. And it doesn't surprise me. Who wants to play for a team where the bar is the captain? Nico, who is smarter than hunger, saw the videos of LAMINE humiliating Carvajal and thought, "I want to be on that team, not on the team of crybabies." And here's what's funniest. In their desperation, the Madridistas are inventing conspiracy theories on X. Some say Laporta mortgaged the Camp Nou to pay for Nico. Others say it's a setup, that Nico will never play for Barcelona. Poor deluded souls, the reality is that Nico is already looking for an apartment in Barcelona, probably in Barceloneta, to celebrate with a good paella after every classic match. And meanwhile, the Madridistas continue in their bubble, believing that Mbappé will win them the league. Spoiler, it won't happen. Let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie, unlike the pundits on the talk shows. Nico, in his last season with Athletic, scored 11 goals and provided 7 assists in 44 matches. Not bad for a 22-year-old, huh? But at Barcelona, with players like PEDRI and GAVI feeding him the ball, those numbers are going to explode. I dare to predict that Nico will score at least 15 goals and provide 10 assists in his first season. And it's not just about the stats. Nico brings something Barcelona needs: audacity, joy, and a touch of rebellion. He's one of those players who doesn't settle for winning 1-0, they want the 4-0 and then go celebrate with the fans at Canalides. He's a Cule at heart, even if he was born in Pamplona, because being a Cule isn't just about being born in Catalonia, it's about feeling the colors, vibrating with every pass from Sabi, laughing when Roncero starts shouting on TV. And Nico, my friends, has all of that. Now, a moment for the haters, because I'm sure some lost Madridista is watching this video and thinking, "Come on Nico, it's not that bad." To them, I say, watch the 4-3 classic, watch how LAMINE YAMAL, at 17, ate your defense. Now, add Nico, who is like LAMINE but with more experience. What are you going to do? Ask for another penalty at the bar? Because that's the only thing you know how to do. Barcelona, with Nico, is going to be an unbeatable team, and you'll have to settle for watching Mbappé miss clear chances. And speaking of Mbappé, it makes me laugh, Madridismo. A year ago, everyone was saying, with Mbappé, we're going to win the Champions League, the League, and the Club World Cup. And now, Mbappé scored a hat-trick in the Classic and still lost. Ha ha ha, it's like if I made 3 cakes and all of them burned. Nico, on the other hand, doesn't need tricks to win. He's going to arrive, dribble, assist, and leave Madrid in ridicule. And when he does, I want to see Edu Aguirre's face. I'm sure he'll say, "It's a robbery, Barcelona paid off the referee." Edu, my sky, the only robbery here is Nico's from Madridismo. If you're a Cule through and through, one of those who laughs every time Madrid asks for a penalty, subscribe, like, and join the Blaugrana revolution. This channel is for those who live Barcelona with passion. By the way, a shout out to the friends at Defensa Central, this pamphlet that calls its Madridista fanfics news. I'm sure tomorrow they'll publish a headline like, "Nico Williams regrets signing for Barcelona." Ha ha ha, guys, stop dreaming. Nico is happier than a child with a new ball, and Barcelona, with him, is going to be more feared than ever. Because this isn't just a transfer, it's a declaration of war. Barcelona is building an empire, and Madrid, with its bar and excuses, won't be able to keep up. Now, a little history for the Madridistas who think they are the kings of football. How many leagues has Barcelona won in the last 15 years? And Madrid? Exactly, we have more, and with Nico, we're going to add a few more. Because this Barcelona isn't the one from recent years, it's the Barcelona of Cruyff, of Guardiola, of Messi, but with a new generation that's going to make history. Nico, LAMINE, PEDRI, GAVI, these kids are the future, and the future is Blaugrana. And beware, this isn't just a blow to Madrid, it's a message to all those who doubted Barcelona. 2 years ago, they called us a team in crisis, without money, without a project. And look now, League champions, Cup champions, Super Cup champions, and with Nico Williams in the squad. Who's laughing now, huh? Laporta, who seemed like a magician pulling rabbits out of his hat, has silenced all the haters. And Flick, who arrived with the face of a serious German, has shown that he knows more about football than Ancelotti and all the pundits on the talk shows combined. Now, Cules, let's dive into the Barcelona locker room, because the transfer of Nico Williams isn't just a blow on the field, it's a revolution in the team's atmosphere. Imagine the scene, Lamine Yamal, the prodigy, welcoming Nico with a brotherly hug, PEDRI, with that face of a Canarian magician, passing him a ball to start juggling, and GAVI, the palace pitbull, looking at him with a smile and saying, "Nico, here we run, we fight, and we humiliate Madrid. Are you ready?" Nico, with his composure, surely replies, "Easy, GAVI, I'm going to make Carvajal ask for a break for depression." This transfer is fuel for a team that's already in steamroller mode. According to Sport, the Barcelona players are impressed by Nico's arrival. Lewandowski, who is more serious than a judge, said that Nico is a gift for the forwards. And it's not for nothing. With Nico on the left flank, opposing defenses will have to split their attention between him and LAMINE, leaving spaces for Louis to finish at will. And then there's Rafinha, who is far from finished, and must be rubbing his hands, because now, with the defensive attention on Nico, Rafinha is going to have more freedom to do his thing. It's like giving Barcelona a bazooka and saying to Madrid, "Let's see how you stop it." But it's not just about the attack. Nico is also going to free up the midfielders. Think about Frenkie de Jong, who sometimes has to drop back to play the ball out because the flanks are blocked. With Nico, Frenkie is going to be able to focus on what he does best, directing the game like a conductor. And GAVI, that pitbull, is going to have more balls to steal, because Nico, with his intensity, is going to provoke mistakes from the rivals. It's a domino effect. Nico dribbles, the rival gets annoyed, GAVI steals, PEDRI assists, and Louis scores. And meanwhile, at the Bernabeu, Ancelotti is taking notes for his next excuse: Barcelona plays too well. And then there's the mental factor. Nico, with his mischievous smile and composure, is one of those who lifts the locker room. At Athletic, he was the life of the party, always cracking jokes, always motivating his teammates. Now, at Barcelona, he's going to be the one who plays the music at training, who puts a smile on Araujo's face after a tough match, who tells LAMINE, "Kid, we're going to make a TikTok after winning the Classic." This type of player is pure gold because football isn't just about tactics, it's also about chemistry. And the chemistry between Nico and the rest of the team is going to be incredible. And let's not forget Hansi Flick, the German who arrived with a reputation for discipline. He is thrilled with Nico. According to MD, Flick sees him as a player who fits perfectly into his philosophy of vertical and aggressive football. Nico isn't just fast, he's also a hard worker. At Athletic, he averaged 2.3 recoveries per game, numbers that will increase at Barcelona as he plays with teammates who facilitate pressing. Flick envisions a team that suffocates rivals, and Nico is the perfect piece for this puzzle. And when we see Nico pressing Kroos or Modric, the Madridistas will regret the times when the bar was their best friend. By the way, one last blow to the Madridistas. On X, some say that Nico will fail at Barcelona because he is Basque. Ha ha ha, seriously. Barcelona is a universal club where there is room for Basques, Catalans, Canarians, Andalusians, all those who feel the colors. Nico has already said that he feels at home in Barcelona, and when he scores his first goal at the Camp Nou, with 90,000 Cules shouting his name, the Madridistas will have to eat their words. Because Nico isn't just a player, he's a symbol of what it means to be a Cule: passion, talent, and a bit of fun. Now, Cules, before closing this video in apotheosis, let's do an epic recap of everything that Nico Williams' transfer means, because it's not just a transfer, it's an earthquake that will change football forever. Nico, with his 22 years, his lightning speed, and his composure, is not just a dagger for rival defenses. He's a dagger for the Madridista ego, a missile that has destroyed Florentino's dreams and placed Barcelona at the top of the transfer market. Let's analyze why this move is a Blaugrana masterpiece and how it will resonate around the world. First, let's talk about the blow to Madrid. This transfer is a direct dagger to the White Hart, and not just because Nico was their big target according to the Marca and as pamphlets. Laporta has shown that he can compete with the giants without having to sell his soul to the devil. While Florentino was spending fortunes on Mbappé, who continues to lose classics, Barcelona sealed Nico for 58 million, a sum that is a joke in the current market. This isn't just a transfer, it's a lesson in management. Laporta, with his magic wand, has silenced those who said Barcelona was bankrupt. What is bankrupt is the Madridista pride, which now has to watch Nico dance at the Camp Nou. Second, the impact on the team. Nico isn't just a player, he's a piece that completes Hansi Flick's puzzle. His 4-3-3 with Nico on the left, LAMINE on the right, and Lewandowski in the center is a goal-scoring machine. But that's not all. Nico brings intensity, pressing, and a character that will infect the locker room. Imagine GAVI and Nico pressing together like two hunting dogs, while PEDRI weaves plays and LAMINE dizzies defenders. It's a team that won't just win, it will humiliate. And the Madridistas, who still believe Mbappé is the solution to everything, will have to swallow every goal scored by this Barcelona. Third, the impact on social media and Madridismo on X. The chaos is total. The Madridistas are in denial mode, with conspiracy theories ranging from Laporta robbing a bank to Nico regretting his move. But the Cule memes are pure art. From montages of Nico mocking Carvajal to gifs of Roncero crying, the Blaugranas dominate the digital drama. And pundits like Edu Aguirre and Tomas Roncero are on the verge of collapse. Edu, who swore that Nico was a Madridista, must be rewriting his script for the talk show. And Roncero, who hasn't appeared since the transfer was confirmed, is probably writing a resignation letter in verse. This isn't just a transfer, it's a media war that Barcelona is winning by a landslide. Fourth, the global impact. Nico isn't just a transfer for La Liga, it's a message to Europe. Barcelona, with this move, is telling PSG, City, Bayern, we are back and we are coming for everything. Nico, with his electric style, is going to be a nightmare in the Champions League. Imagine a match against Manchester City, Nico dribbling past Walker, crossing to Louis, and the Camp Nou roaring. Or a match against PSG, with Nico ridiculing Hakimi. This Barcelona, with Nico, won't just compete, it will dominate. And the Madridistas, who dreamed of a Champions League thanks to Mbappé, will have to settle for watching the matches from their couch. Fifth, the impact on the future. Nico, at 22, is a long-term investment. While Madrid relies on players like Modric, who is already ready to play in the Veterans League, Barcelona is building a dynasty. Nico, LAMINE, PEDRI, GAVI, these kids are going to reign for a decade. And with La Masia producing more talent, Barcelona won't just win titles, it will create a legend. Nico is the symbol of this new era, a player who combines Messi's talent with Puyol's grit. And when he scores his first goal at the Bernabeu, with 90,000 Cules watching him on the screens of Canalides, the world will know that Barcelona is unstoppable. Finally, the emotional impact. Because being a Cule isn't just about watching football, it's about feeling it in your soul. Nico Williams is one of us, a guy who understands what it means to wear the Barcelona crest. When we see him running down the flank, dribbling past Carvajal, assisting Louis, we will feel that Blaugrana pride that makes us shout, Visca el Barça, until we lose our voices. This transfer is a reminder of why we love this club. Because Barcelona doesn't give up, doesn't sell out, doesn't back down. And with Nico, we will continue to dream, to fight, and to laugh at the tears of the Madridistas. In summary, the transfer of Nico Williams is more than just a transfer, it's a turning point. It's the moment when Barcelona tells the world, we are the best and no one will stop us. It's the moment when Madridismo, with its bar and excuses, realizes it can't compete with Blaugrana talent. It's the moment when Cules, from Barcelona to Tokyo, take out their scarves and proudly shout, Nico is ours, the future is ours, and football is ours. Visca el Barça. In the end, Cules, this is a day to celebrate. Nico Williams is ours, Madridismo is in shock, and Barcelona is more alive than ever. So, take out your scarves and shout until the whole planet hears you, because this team is not just a club, it's a passion, a way of life, a way to mock the tears of the Madridistas. If you're a Cule at heart, one of those who dreams of seeing Barcelona humiliate Madrid in every classic, subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling me what you think of this thunderbolt. Do you think Nico will silence more mouths than LAMINE? That he will make Roncero retire from TV? And what would you say to a Madridista who continues to dream of Mbappé? How do you think Nico and LAMINE will destroy Madrid in the next classic? And who will be the next to fall against this unstoppable Barcelona? Come on, I want to read your thoughts in the comments. Visca el Barça. Visca Catalunya. And full steam ahead.